Hello there, many thanks for staying tuned to Superscreen Television. This is Superscreen News at 6, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. I am Blessed Omonose. The All Progressive Congress APC in Lagos has produced new leaders that will steer the ship of the party in the state. These leaders emerged today at the State Congress held at the party secretariat in Ogba. The exercise started at about the early hours of today with accreditation of party leaders, delegates and other members. The committee who conducted the exercise gave their assessment.
Lagos is organized, the politics here is good. The difference between political power and governance is very clear. And number one, Lagos State will forever be number one.
The exercise started well and it ended well. It was orderly, peaceful. Everything went well according to our plan, and we thank God for giving us that, power and the knowledge to conduct very successful, Congress.
Thank God that our outgoing chairman has showed them the precedents to follow. So, and it's best for people if new leadership should learn from old leadership. And you remember when everybody was saying, Buhari is too old. Thank God that you can see in even nearby Malaysia, a 93-year-old was up. The country said they want him as their president. So you can see that age is never the limit. Age, even America tried it. You see, they went back to a 70-year-old. So we are not saying young people shouldn't come up, on board, but they should have experience. And what people don't really understand that when you take leadership in a very young age, you have a lot of fight to do.
The winners whose joined Uno brand were quick to share their plans with journalists.
I've mapped out some strategies for our campaign. Of course, Governor Ambode is seeking a second term. I really want to work tirelessly and relentlessly with him. I want to ensure that both of us work like brothers, like Siamese twins. You'll be seeing us at the campaign because I'm the leader of the party. I want to ensure that he's my candidate and make sure that he wins, not only winning. And the other candidates who might come up, whoever emerges at the end of the day will definitely be my choice. I'm determined to really work for the victory of our party at the next level. We are going to win by landslide by the grace of God. Amen. And the will of Amen. Thank you very much.
The state has gotten to an height that nobody can ever think of bringing it down. So you always strive to do the best, to improve on what you met. So at this stage, nothing any of us will want to think of than to think of how to propel the state further than what we met.
Newly elected members, executive of the APC speaking there. Moving over now to Ondo State, violence has erupted at the venue of the State Congress of the All Progressive Congress APC in Ondo State. Held at BTO Hall, Akure, the state capital, some youth suspected to be political thugs invaded the venue and disrupted the exercise. Report says several members of the party were beaten, including a member of the House of Representatives who represent Idara and Ife Dora Federal Constituency. Bamidele Babarinwa. No fewer than 40 people were injured during the violence. Scores of men of the Nigerian Security and Civil Corps who were at the venue of the parallel Congress could do nothing to stop the fracas. Still on the APC Congress, Gombe Police Command says it has deployed 500 policemen to the venue of the APC State Congress to ensure safety of life and property. Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, David Jumwang, who disclosed the number of personnel deployed to the venue, said the command did not want to take chances. Joan said apart from the 500 policemen from the command, there were other security men who came from other places in company of dignitaries. Report says Gombe International Hotel, venue of the exercise, had been cordoned off with security men allowing only those invited. Over now to Kogi State, the State Congress of the All Progressive Congress APC in Kogi has produced two parallel state executive council. The party will emerge from the state congress at two different locations, with each faction announcing new executive officers. The Amatua faction held its congress at the St. Peter's Primary School, Felele, while the faction loyal to Governor Yaya Bello holds theirs at Conference Stadium, Lokoja, Thama, Sura, Rara. The officials whose positions were declared vacant at the Zona Vice Chairman Ibrahim Ahovi and the State Youth Leader Emmanuel Jima. Still on politics, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress APC in Imo State, Theo Ikechi, says Governor Rochas Okorocha is politically irrelevant in the state. Ikechi, who disclosed this to journalists after a closed-door meeting with the APC national leader in Abuja, said he has evidence to prove that the governor has lost the relevance in the state. Ikechi said Okorocha is responsible for the problems facing the party in the state. This, according to him, has been the reason why the governor cannot get the attention of the people in the state and in the southeast region.
We are not the one misleading the nation to demonstrate that Owele Rochas Okorocha is the one who has lost anointing of the people because he lost the anointing of God. Having lost the anointing of God, he lost the anointing of the people. He had lost the anointing of the party. He had lost the anointing of his followers. He had lost the anointing of the Keke riders in Owerri. Lost the anointing of the market women whom he had destroyed their stores and their stores. He had lost the anointing of the church. They have to remind me, you don't need to remind me, it's a number that is very legion. He has also lost the anointing of the church, particularly the Catholic Church, and the Anglican Church had followed. And they constitute about 70% of the population of Imo State. He had lost the anointing of pensioners, retired civil servants, whom he had refused to pay their pensions, even though he continued to embark on elephant projects within the state and without. He had lost the anointing of the civil servants of Imo State, whom he has cut their salary by 70%, even though he continued to engage on projects that are only beneficial to himself and his family. So to demonstrate all that, I wish to draw your attention here that before me here are 22, the other 3 local government chairmen left to have some lunch, and I hope they will come back before we finish. We have 22 sitting chairmen of local government council, not those produced by this Congress, but those who are chairman of the party within their local government in Imo State. These are the people who own the party, not the National State Assembly members whom he procured with a gift of 5 million naira each and an allocation of a piece of land.
Kechi urged the party's national chairman to inform the president of the crisis facing the party in Imo State before it gets out of hand. Away from politics now to security matters, Nigerian Army says it has killed 2 female suicide bombers who attempted to infiltrate troops in Konda local government area of Borno State. Deputy Director Public Relations, Theatre Command Operations Lafia Dole, Colonel Onyema Nwanchuko disclosed these in a statement to journalists. Nwanchuko said the suicide bombers used the cover of darkness to stalk into the military camp but were promptly detected by the vigilant troops. He said one of the suicide vests detonated immediately, killing the 2 suicide bombers, while the second suicide vest failed to detonate. And still on security, Nigerian Air Force NAF says its newly acquired Mi-35 million helicopter gunship have successfully unleashed air power on Boko Haram terrorist camp in southeast of Borno in its ongoing Operation Thunder Strike. The NAF's Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Vice Marshal Ola Tukumbo Adeshino, who disclosed these in a statement in Abuja, said the air operations was carried out on Thursday. Report says the significant presence of terrorists in the camp, following which Mi-35M helicopter gunship was deployed to attack them. According to Adesanya, all the terrorists within the camp were also neutralized during the air interdiction. The Pharmacists Council of Nigeria (PCN) has started recalling cough syrup containing codeine from its stakeholders in compliance with federal government directives. The registrar of PCN, Elijah Mohammed, disclosed this to journalists in Abuja. Report says the Minister of Health, Professor Isaac Adewoye, had directed the PCN, NAFDAC and other regulatory bodies to supervise the recall of codeine from the market. According to the registrar, codeine in such preparation, usually in smaller doses, serves as a cough suppressant and relieves pain associated with the stress of coughing. Mohammed also said the council, in view of the ministerial directive, has carried out the enforcement exercise in Ogun, Sokoto and Nasarawa State, adding that the same activity is currently going on in Adamawa. You're watching Superscreen News at 6. We'll take a break at this point, and when we return, we'll bring you business news. Please stay with us.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigerian government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why?
It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family.
You are affecting my village. Let me use if I call it useless, I'm not a mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Each shop there are 4 million naira. So I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it.
The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
Glad to have you back. And now to the world of business. Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas, NUPENG workers, says it's worried about the delay in the passage of the remaining parts of the Petroleum Industry Bill and has called on the National Assembly to see to its passage. The National President, NUPENG, Williams Akpore, said the delay in passing the other components of the bill, namely the physical framework, host communities, issues, and the Petroleum Industry Administration Bill give cause for concern. Akpore said the nation has lost billions of naira in foreign investment, which could have come into the oil and gas industry due to uncertainties and prolonged delay in the passage of the bill into law. Akpore also said NUPENG believes that the passage of the PI bill will go a long way to ensure transparency and honesty in the oil and gas industry. Still on business, Minister of Budget and National Planning, Senator Udo Udoma, has inaugurated the Joint Planning Committee, JPC, of the 24th edition of the Nigerian Economic Summit. The committee, in a statement, has a mandate to deliver a summit that will not only meet the expected outcomes, but continue the work of placing the economy on the path of diversified, inclusive and sustainable growth as set out in the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. The minister explained that JPC will work under the joint coordination of the public sector, represented by the Ministry of Budget and National Planning, and the private sector, represented by the Nigeria Economic Summit Group, to ensure successful delivery of the summit slated for October 22 and 23. The members representing the public sector include officials of the Office of the Vice President, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Industries, Trade and Investment, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, and the Office of the Inspector General of Police. Minister of Powers, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, has called on state governments to partner with the various electricity distribution companies discussed to ensure improved power delivery. Fashola made a call in Enugu when he had a delegation on a courtesy visit to the governor, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State. He said the partnership is to identify areas of intervention by the state in power distribution, adding that the federal, state and local governments are part owners of discos. The minister says 60% shares of the companies were sold to the private sector, while the remaining 40% belong to the three tiers of government. Fashola expressed dissatisfaction with the rift between the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company and the state government and called for amicable resolution of the differences. Still on business, National Bureau of Statistics says the country has generated a total of 269.79 billion naira from the value-added tax in the first quarter of the year. The Bureau disclosed these in its sectoral VAT allocation report made available to journalists in Abuja. The NBS said the 269.79 billion naira generated in the first quarter was an increase of the 6.17% over the 254.1 billion naira released for the fourth quarter of last year. The report noted that the manufacturing sector generated the high amount of VAT with 30.14 billion naira, adding that this was closely followed by the professional service, commercial and trading, both generating 16.58 billion naira and 14.93 billion naira respectively. Sectoral distribution of value-added tax data from Quarter 1, 2018 reflected that the sum of 269.79 billion naira was generated as VAT in the first quarter of 2018, as against 254.10 billion naira generated in the fourth quarter of 2017 and 221.38 billion naira in the first quarter of 2017, representing 6.17% increase quarter-on-quarter and 21.87% increase in year-on-year. The Minister of Finance, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, last week said that the country's taxpayers' base has risen from 14 million naira in 2016 to 19 million so far this year. Finally, on business, Lufthansa Group has introduced a new distribution process known as Capability Partner Program. The airline said the new program will offer agents a preferred value proposition encompassing technology, servicing, offers, and strategic cooperation components. The newly introduced website provides general information for customers seeking more details and waiting to ask questions regarding Lufthansa Group's NDC API solutions. The website is accessible to all and is beneficial to the travel agencies, corporate and travel technology providers, as they can now find detailed information on it. According to the airline, it plans to roll out the website in further markets with various languages by the end of the year. The Lufthansa Group achieved the IATA NDC level of certification already in 2017, and they continue investing further in innovation NDC solutions, which improve the capabilities and offer for its travel agencies partners and furthermore strengthen its leading position in the industry. If you're just joining us, this is Superscreen News at 6. We'll take another short break, and when we return, we'll bring you the news. Join us again.